Maybe we'll wait until we get the volume going here. Okay, so while they're getting the volume ready, just go ahead and start it. As soon as you start, I'll stop talking, okay? All right, thank you so much. So, yeah, we're getting ready. We're preparing now just to take up a collection, obviously, for the Angelicum, the Pontifical University of St. Thomas Aquinas, which is our Dominican Pontifical University in Rome. And it's like a giant step. Come on up, guys. Friars, come on up. Friars, please come on up. Okay, come on up, friars. Come on. Okay, I need all the friars to come on up. Go ahead and start it. Okay, well, we'll just go ahead and do it until we can figure out. So, Father Clement is going to share with you a little testimony about his experience at the university, and we hope that this will inspire you to be generous so that we will have more priests like Father Cristobal, Father Clement, and Father Jean-Gabriel.
Good evening, all of you. I hope you will all find a seat for this evening. When my provincial asked me to go to the Angelicum, I have to confess that I was not very happy, because it was 3 years after my ordination, and I was doing a great apostolic life in a very small French island in the middle of the Indian Ocean, which is called La Réunion. They just get a hurricane this week, but everything is fine among the brothers. And I was afraid to go to a university because I already had a lot of years of studies. I got a degree in political science, then a degree in philosophy, then a degree in theology, and he wants me to do a master in theology more. So I was not very motivated, but I accepted to go because I did a vow of obedience as a religious, so if he said you go, I had to go. And I haven't seen such the beautiful movie you've seen, so my impressions were less positive. And I was greatly surprised because what I experimented there in the Angelicum was absolutely not what I expected. I was very surprised, first of all, of the joy of our Dominican community there. Because, you know, it's quite difficult to live with people which are very different from us. We say, like, diversity is a blessing, but we know, all of us, that when people are too different, it's sometimes quite complicated. And in the convent of the university, where the brothers are living now, we were 75 brothers from 25 countries. So I have to live with some people from South America, from North America, from Europe, from the Philippines, from all around the world. And all these people are living together in a Dominican community. And it appears to be a blessing and a real joy, because all this diversity was not dividing us. And it was not dividing us because we were sharing what is the most essential of our life, faith, Christian Catholic faith, of course, but rooted to tradition, rooted to the Dominican tradition, and rooted to the Thomistic theology. And so we can manage with our diversity. And for me, a little French priest, it was a great joy to discover how American people are studying Thomas Aquinas, for example. Because we share Thomas Aquinas, but we have some differences. And these differences, this different point of view, are really, really a great joy to discover, was a great joy for me to discover. That's the first thing I enjoy a lot. The second thing I enjoyed a lot was the fact that during these studies, I was really experimenting what I was studying. I was studying spiritual theology, and more specifically the question of mortification, which was the fun part of the theology. But on that, I get great example among me. And for example, I was studying the question, the utility of fasting. So I went to my spiritual director, who was Dominican brothers, and I asked him, should I try to fast more to experiment what I am studying? I said, yes, go ahead. So I fasted more than I was used to fast. And I was quite proud of that. And I talked with the brother from Pakistan, and he said, yes, I am fasting too. And I was quite amazed because he was fasting much, much, much more than I do. In their country, in Pakistan, they fast every Wednesday, every Friday, and this day they just eat at the breakfast, then nothing, not even water. So maybe there's some Muslim influence. But it was great to share this experience of faith that we had, both of us. And the third thing which was amazing in the Angelicum, and I hope that you will be able to share also this one, is that it's situated in the heart of Rome, which is the heart of Catholicism, the eternal life, where St. Peter gave his life for Christ, where St. Paul gave his life for Christ, and where so many saints are blessed, and blessed are buried. And so in the Angelicum, when you are free for the Sunday afternoon, you just walk around and you discover wonders of the Catholic Church, just the next street of the university. And that was a third and amazing blessing. So I really thank your generosity for all what you can do to help this university, because we still have some free room for students, you know. We could welcome more people from outside, from poor countries. And if you help us, then we can form leaders for the church to become well-formed and to share this great experience that I had and many others had in the Angelicum. So thank you and a very good evening with Jesus Christ.
So, we'd like to ask the ushers to get the collection ready, but don't take it up just yet, okay, please. Also, I need another microphone. This microphone's not working. Wireless mic, please.
Good evening, I'm Father Jean-Gabriel. I'm a graduate student at the Angelicum. I thank you all so much for your hospitality these few days. It's been a wonderful time here in Florida. It's my first time in the United States, so it's been a great time. And thank you to Father Pat for his hospitality and just all of you for everything. I'll be in the confessional all through the evening, anytime you want. I'm generally quite nice.
Quería tomar un momento, soy el padre Cristóbal Torres y quería darles las gracias a todos, quería darles las gracias al padre Pat y también a toda la familia de aquí de Blessed Trinity en la oficina, también en la oficina del Ministerio Hispano por habernos acogido y haber trabajado tan asiduamente para hacer de este evento un éxito. Just wanted to thank the whole community, Father Cristobal Torres. I wanted to thank Father Pat and the whole Blessed Trinity community, everyone in the office and also in the Hispanic Ministry office, everybody who worked so hard to really welcome us and to help us make this a success. So thank you all and God bless you.
I now would like to ask the ushers to please take up the collection for the Angelicum. As you know, our university, as you probably heard from this past weekend, has over 1,000 students coming from over 100 countries. It is a giant seminary teaching rock-solid, faithful theology in the Thomistic tradition. We are in our 23rd year of Eucharistic adoration. Of course, you saw this envelope. You should feel free to take this home if you want to, if you appreciate tonight, and to make a donation. It's also possible there's blue cards to make a digital donation as well. I also would add that you should absolutely feel free to get up and to go to confession anytime during this evening. The Angelicum is the Roman alma mater of many blesseds, martyrs, and even saints, including John Paul II, the great Polish Pope. Indeed, right now, our university has roughly 200, this video says 140, but it's wrong actually when we made it, because we did research and we actually have 200 bishops and cardinals currently serving the church throughout the world right now, who are alumni of our university. It's possible to educate a priest with a solid Catholic education for a doctorate to teach in seminaries for about $3,000 per year in Rome at our university. A full ride scholarship for room and board is about $20,000 per year for a full room and board scholarship. If you can help us with one of these scholarships, you're going to be changing the world. You're going to change the church. A gift to the Angelicum has a major impact upon the church throughout the world, and even right here in the United States, where our university has roughly just under 200 students who are from the United States and who study at our university right now. In the back, you will find sign-up sheets. There's also a sign-up form on this blue card in order for you to keep in touch with us, and perhaps you would like to come visit us in the Eternal City. I also would just add that if you sign up, we will send everybody who signs up all of the special prayers that you're going to hear tonight. They're absolutely beautiful, and we will send those to you along with a message from the four of us as a closing opportunity. If you appreciate this mission and you appreciate priests like the four of us, we ask you to be generous so that we can educate more priests throughout the world. Everything is on the envelope. Please do not make your check out to the parish, but rather to the International Dominican Foundation or the Angelicum, which is a 501c3. You should feel free to take an envelope home. Thank you for your generosity. At the end of Father Clement's talk tonight on the healing presence of Jesus Christ, the ushers will help us to gather people in the sanctuary, and we would invite you either to be seated or to kneel. And obviously, if you can kneel, you should try to kneel if possible. But if you normally do not kneel, please don't kneel, all right? Because we don't want anybody to fall. And we want to make sure that everything goes smoothly and safely, and the ushers are going to help us to do that in regard to the traffic flow. As you can imagine, we also would like to let the people who are sick, especially families with little kids and families with students, whether they're high school or grade school, so that they can go first, and the rest of us can continue to intercede. We're praying tonight for the entire parish with particular needs of healing for those who have fallen away from the faith, those who are sick, for marriages that are divided, and for families that are divided. Like the hemorrhaging woman that we're going to hear about in the gospel, we invite you to reach out and to touch the garment. Families should put their arms around each other so that we know that you're together. Couples should hold hands. We ask also, I just want to make a quick announcement so that I don't forget to do that also, and that is that there are still 2 time slots that are needed for the Eucharistic Adoration Chapel. You all have Eucharistic Adoration here. It's a beautiful thing. There's 2 time slots that are needed. Please talk to the ushers in the back and you'll see the time slots that are still needed on Tuesday morning early and Friday mid-morning. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for your generosity. And let us open our hearts to the presence, to the power of the presence of Jesus Christ, our Savior.